Do you find yourself reaching for alcohol, drugs, or other addictive behaviors to numb emotional pain or escape overwhelming thoughts? Substance abuse and addictive behaviors can often feel like the only way to manage life's stresses, anxieties, and emotional burdens. Whether it's drinking to take the edge off, using drugs to avoid painful emotions, or engaging in compulsive behaviors like gambling or shopping to escape, these coping mechanisms may offer temporary relief, but often lead to deeper problems. Addiction doesn't always look the way we imagine it, dramatic and destructive. It can creep up in quieter ways, becoming a daily habit that's hard to break. In this video, we'll explore the different forms substance abuse and addictive behaviors can take, how they manifest in daily life, and the steps you can take to break the cycle. We'll also include real-life scenarios to show how these behaviors can start and what the consequences might be. What is substance abuse and addictive behavior? Substance abuse refers to the misuse of alcohol, drugs, or other substances in a way that causes harm to your physical, mental, or emotional well-being. Addictive behaviors, on the other hand, are activities that become compulsive and hard to control, such as gambling, shopping, or gaming, even when they negatively impact your life. Both substance abuse and addictive behaviors often stem from a desire to escape pain, stress, or emotional turmoil. They provide a temporary sense of relief, but over time, they can lead to dependency, health issues, and a deep sense of isolation. Common signs of substance abuse and addictive behaviors. Here are 5 common signs of substance abuse and addictive behaviors, along with scenarios that show how these issues can manifest in real life. 1. Using alcohol, drugs, food, or other substances to numb emotional pain. One of the most common reasons people turn to substances is to numb emotional pain. Whether it's stress, trauma, grief, or anxiety, substances like alcohol, drugs, or even food can offer a temporary escape from overwhelming feelings. 1. The bottle as a comfort. You've had a difficult day. Your boss was demanding. You had a fight with a loved one, and everything feels like it's falling apart. As soon as you get home, you pour yourself a drink. 1 drink turns into 3, then 5. You're not drinking to have fun. You're drinking to forget, to dull the emotional pain that's been eating at you all day. While the alcohol provides temporary relief, the problems are still there when you wake up with a hangover the next morning, along with the guilt of having used alcohol as a crutch. Using substances to cope with emotions can lead to a dangerous cycle where emotional pain becomes more difficult to manage without them, eventually leading to dependence. 2. Engaging in addictive behaviors, like gambling, gaming, or shopping. Excessively to escape stress addiction doesn't just involve substances. It can also take the form of compulsive behaviors. Many people turn to activities like gambling, online gaming, or shopping as a way to escape from stress or difficult emotions. 2. The shopping spree escape work has been overwhelming, and your personal life feels out of control. To distract yourself, you decide to go shopping. At first, it feels good, picking out clothes, shoes, or gadgets you've wanted for a while. But as the shopping spree continues, you realize you're spending money you don't have. You max out your credit card, and the rush you initially felt fades, replaced by regret and anxiety. You weren't shopping because you needed new things. You were shopping to avoid dealing with your emotions. Addictive behaviors like shopping or gambling provide a quick fix for stress, but they often result in financial, emotional, and relational problems that worsen the very issues they were meant to solve. 3. drinking or using substances. Alone, often in secret. Using substances alone and in secret is a sign that your relationship with the substance is becoming unhealthy. When you hide your behavior from others, it often indicates that deep down, you know it's a problem, but you feel unable to stop. 3. The hidden habit. Your friends and family don't know how much you drink. You always manage to keep it together at social events, drinking just enough to blend in without raising concern. But at home, when you're alone, it's a different story. You pour yourself glass after glass of wine, or take pills you were prescribed months ago, long after they were needed. You tell yourself you can stop any time, but you never do. The secrecy around your substance use makes it feel like your own private escape, but it also makes you feel isolated and ashamed. Substance use in secret creates a dangerous cycle of isolation where shame and guilt prevent you from reaching out for help, and the addiction deepens over time. 4. Feeling unable to stop. Using a substance, even when you know it's harmful. One of the hallmarks of addiction is the inability to stop using a substance, even when you recognize that it's causing harm. This can involve physical harm, like health issues or accidents, as well as emotional or relational damage. 4. The promise to quit. You've noticed the toll that your drug use is taking on your life. Your relationships are suffering, you've missed deadlines at work, and your health is deteriorating. Every time something bad happens as a result of your drug use, you promise yourself it's the last time. But when stress hits or the cravings return, you find yourself back in the same place, using again despite knowing how harmful it is. Each time, the guilt and self-loathing grow stronger, but it feels impossible to break the cycle. When substance use continues, despite clear negative consequences, it's a sign that addiction has taken hold, and professional help may be needed to regain control. 5. Relying on substances to feel normal or to get through daily life. For many people struggling with addiction, substances become necessary to function. Without them, you may feel unable to cope with the challenges of daily life, or you might experience withdrawal symptoms that make it difficult to function normally. 5. The morning fix. You wake up feeling shaky and anxious, your body craving the alcohol or drugs you used the night before. The only way to feel normal again is to have another drink or take another pill. Without it, you're irritable, anxious, and unable to focus. You've started relying on substances just to get through the day. Whether it's getting a fix before work, sneaking drinks throughout the day, or using to unwind at night. What started as a way to manage stress has become a necessity for daily life. When substances become a requirement to function, it's a clear sign that addiction has developed, and the road to recovery may involve professional intervention and support. Breaking the cycle. Steps toward healing. If you recognize yourself in any of these scenarios, it's important to know that you're not alone, and there are ways to break the cycle of substance abuse and addictive behaviors. Here are some steps you can take. 1. Acknowledge the problem. The first step in addressing addiction is recognizing that there's a problem. This can be difficult, especially if you've been hiding your behavior or minimizing its impact. Being honest with yourself is a crucial step toward recovery. 2. Seek professional help. Addiction is often too powerful to overcome alone. Therapists, counselors, and support groups like Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, or Narcotics Anonymous, NA, can provide guidance, tools, and community to help you break free from substance use. 3. Find healthier coping mechanisms. Learning healthier ways to cope with stress and emotional pain is key to overcoming addiction. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Mindfulness practices and other therapeutic techniques can help you manage emotions without turning to substances. 4. Build a support network. Having a strong support network is crucial in recovery. Whether it's friends, family, or a support group, surrounding yourself with people who understand and support your journey can make a huge difference in your ability to stay sober. 5. Develop self-compassion. Addiction often comes with deep shame and guilt. Practicing self-compassion, acknowledging your struggles without judgment, and recognizing that recovery is a process can help you stay committed to healing. There is hope beyond addiction. Substance abuse and addictive behaviors may feel like a way to cope with life's pain, but they ultimately create more suffering in the long run. While breaking free from addiction is challenging, it's important to remember that healing is possible. With the right support, healthier coping mechanisms, and a commitment to recovery, you can regain control of your life and find a path to well-being. You are not alone in this journey, and there is hope beyond addiction.